After high school, I thought I would be on my way to Vietnam.
Okay.
I had dreams of becoming an art director, though I wasn't entirely sure what that meant. I thought I wanted to do it because it sounded important. Unfortunately, life often gets in the way of plans and dreams. So that was my goal, and my fear was that I would be in a war that I didn't believe in.
I wanted to direct and make movies.
Okay.
Me and my friends would always sit around and just, we would watch kung fu movies and go outside and reenact the movie that we just saw. And it was like, no, we should do it like this. You should do it like that.
Well, I wanted to do something that was related to art. And as I got older, I would definitely say it was something in the magazine field, something in the editorial field, because I always liked just not art, but just the whole experience of compiling and spearheading things. So that's when I got a little bit more, I say around high school, I got a little bit more interested in like brand development and exactly what that encompasses.
And then one day, right after high school, I was in Miami on a trip, and me and my buddy kept seeing an explosion over and over again. So we're like, man, this, maybe we should call the cops, see what's going on. So we went walking, and it ended up being like what we thought was like a half mile ended up being like a 4 or 5 mile walk. But by the time we got there, it was the set of Miami Vice. And they kept blowing this car up over and over and over again. So they were like, hey, if you guys want to sit and watch, you can. It was like, the name of the show was called The Good Son. So we were fascinated. We're sitting there watching it. And then all of a sudden, Don Johnson, who was one of the biggest names in TV, just comes walking by and waves at us and all. And we're just like, wow. And at that point, I knew this is what I wanted to do, because you saw everything that went into it.
What changed when I got back into college? Realism, brother. You know what? Realism hit. When having 2 kids, when I first originally came to IEDT, it was in 2004. I only had my daughter. So I did a little bit of, I went to school for a little bit, stopped going. Things got incredibly hard. I got sick. I had developed diabetes. So that was like that took me for a real heavy toll. But just the realism of it. So I knew that I had to take time off in order to really refocus my brain and really get serious. So when I came back recently, first going to AI, then coming back to IEDT, I really wrapped my head around, okay, this is what I wanted to do.
Wow, good question. As sobriety sunk in, realizing that dreams and reality don't often match each other. That my dreams, no matter how much I thought were reality-based, often were not. That I was often misinformed about the profession, misinformed about college, and what would be required for success. I regretted not paying closer attention while I was in high school to fundamentals. What changed for me? I think what changed is that feeling of, wow, now I'm a grown-up. I'm not a kid anymore. I'm really going to have to do this and succeed, because there isn't a choice. There's no second place in design.
The greatest challenge that I had while in college, I think the greatest challenge that I've had is realizing that there's a world beyond college. I think as students sometimes we get wrapped up and we think that this is all there is, and we need to start prepping ourselves for the world that's out there. So that's a challenge in and of itself, because you have to realize that it isn't just about having a bond portfolio or having admirable recommendations from your professors or even the president of the school. Is really about inserting yourself. What is your drive going to do?